Hey YouTube, it's EverythingEpan here, and today we're going to be doing Q&A number 3. You guys commented your questions on my Ask Your Questions for Q&A number 3 video with the hashtag AskEpan, at least some of you did, and we had some pretty good questions. I have a total of 13 questions to answer for you guys today, so let's go ahead and get right into it, and hopefully I have answered these questions thoroughly and in a good type of manner. Diamond Hunter asks, what is the first operating system you've ever used? The first operating system I ever remember using, not like testing in a virtual machine or anything, was Windows XP. I don't believe I ever used 98. I believe XP was the earliest I ever remember using as a main operating system, and I really liked it. And I also had Microsoft Plus installed on it a lot to play Hyper Bowl all the time. That was probably my favorite, one of my favorite games that I played back in the day. So Windows XP was my first operating system used. So with Ibrahim Chihab, we have a two-parter here. First one here is, have you ever been scammed on eBay? No, I've never been scammed on eBay. I've sold things on eBay before, but I've never been scammed. Almost got scammed, but I'm not. That I knew what was happening, and I wasn't going to fall for it. Second question we have is, why are you running Windows 10 Pro Developer Preview? I kind of just one day wanted to get into the insider previews, kind of just to see what new features they add every build they release. But at the same time, every time they update it, it does download quite a bit of update files, like a couple, probably about 8 gigs every time. So I've stopped doing the developer previews or insider previews, and I'm stuck on 14986. I can't go back to just the regular version of Windows 10 because I mistakenly deleted my previous versions of Windows, so I'm stuck on this. So if I have any problems, I cannot revert back to a previous build or anything. And I guess really the reason why that happens is just because I have a SSD that's only 120 gigabytes, which I should probably upgrade to a like 250 gig SSD. I probably should have gotten that at first, but other than that, really, I just kind of wanted to just see what the features were like and what they release in every preview build. Rainbow is Quiet asks, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is blue, definitely for sure. It's been just kind of stuck with me throughout my childhood. Other than that, really blue and orange favorite colors, but blue is my main kind of favorite color. 11 Pixels asks, how many virtual machines in total do you have? Well, it just kind of depends on how many I keep, but really the most I've ever had is probably about maybe 25 at a time. Not like all running, that would kill my computer, but 25 definitely probably the most I've had in a list at the same time, but kind of just what I do is minimize them. Whenever I don't really need any virtual machines or that I'm not using, I just delete, and if I ever want to use them again, I just make a new one, reinstall it. But really I kind of just try and minimize the total number of virtual machines I have really to use. Here, Modern Retro Gaming asks, what was your very first gaming rig? Not specific specs, but what games were you able to run? By the way, I like all your videos, and you should start doing hardware reviews. Thank you, and I thought about doing hardware reviews. I mean, you can comment further on this, be a little bit more specific on what you want, but I could definitely do some of those if you would be down for that. Please leave a comment down below if you want to see those in the future. But referring to my first gaming rig, it's kind of hard to tell without doing specific specs. For basically just uses, and I'm kind of really using some of the same specs still to this date. But my computer is still up for sale. You can check that out in the eBay listing, and the link in the description. But very first gaming rig, AMD APU I use. It's an A8 6600K processor, and it has built-in Radeon HD 8570D graphics. So running games, Minecraft was easy to run, obviously, because that takes like nothing to run. Other than that, I really didn't have a chance to run any games on that. Maybe CSGO, and I don't think CSGO did too bad with that, but then I finally upgraded and I got a GTX 950, so that's definitely boosted my frames in a lot of my games. So other than that, had 16 gigs of RAM, or 8 gigabytes to start out, upgraded to 16. Also had a 500 gigabyte hard drive, which I upgraded with a 120 gigabyte SSD. Zach Schwanke asks, can you make a file server with all your ISOs on your computer by maybe using an FTP link? Definitely thought about doing that. Problem is, it's kind of surprising maybe to some people. I honestly really don't know how to do it. Otherwise, I definitely would do it immediately, because I have a lot of ISOs I could definitely share with you guys, and but I probably wouldn't be able to share all of them, but the majority of them that I put out anyway in the links in my videos, I definitely I link you guys to WinWorld PC, free website to download any ISOs of betas and abandonware and all that good stuff. So I mean, they got a lot of different types of things on there, but I definitely could. I think about maybe making the FTP server in the future, but other than that, I'm just gonna stick to the links I have now. Mr. Stutterman1 asks, what is your favorite console game? Sports category wise, Madden's definitely favorited. First person shooter type, probably Call of Duty. I've been playing Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2, and I don't know if I ever played Call of Duty 4. And I do like playing Rocket League, and I really kind of just like playing sports games, but probably my favorite console games are Call of Duty, Rocket League, and Madden. If details and stuff, MS Gill asks, if details and stuff were smoothed out and a subject was chosen, would you be willing to work on a collab with me? Definitely. I would definitely be able to do a collab with you. You know, if you guys haven't checked out MS Gill's channel, he does similar videos to me. He does virtual machine tutorials, and he's actually, what I thought was pretty interesting, he's actually bought some sealed copies of some old operating systems, and never really, I have never thought of getting any of those, but that's actually kind of clever to actually get sealed copies of older operating systems that are still available to this date, which is kind of crazy to think about. But definitely would be willing to do a collab. Definitely just let me know what you think you want to do. Other than that, yeah, definitely would do a collab. Mabel's Fanboy asks, what is your favorite Disney cartoon, or maybe even other cartoons? Favorite Disney cartoon. I really watched that. Probably as a kid, I watched Mickey Mouse was, of course, a good one to watch. Kind of some of those. Really, Disney. I don't really know, honestly, what my favorite Disney cartoon was. Nickelodeon cartoon definitely is SpongeBob SquarePants. Nobody or no other show can ever top that. That is absolutely hilarious. I loved watching that show when I was little. And then Cartoon Network, back when it was actually good. Ed, and Eddie was by far my favorite. Loved that. But yeah, these channels have definitely changed a lot since I was a kid. And I really wish they hadn't, because those shows were really, really good. I know they were older, but I kind of hope they still kind of maybe flashback, maybe air a couple of those episodes sometime. But yeah, those are my favorite cartoons. Stupid Dan asks, how do you get your ISOs? Does the channel name speak for itself? Oh, kidding. How do you get your ISOs? Mainly 90% of my ISOs that I post out on my videos, or that I have, are from WinWorld PC. And you can check that out. They have a lot of different ISOs. They don't even have just Windows operating systems. They have Mac operating systems. They even have some Linux, maybe older Linux. I don't know if it's any newer ones. But they have a lot of different types of files and a lot of different stuff on their website. So definitely be sure to check them out. I'm trying to finish all my links in my descriptions of my videos to get WinWorld PC links for about the majority of them. So that's where I mainly get most of my ISOs. Ellen Robbins asks, can you put back the Google Drive links, and why are you changing them anyway? Kind of referencing to WinWorld PC again. The only reason why I'm changing them is just because I've had many complaints about, oh, the password doesn't work, or what's the password, and I said it in a lot of my videos. I was in the bottom right corner of my videos in an annotation, but I'm just sick of that. I even proved that my password works, but I'm just sick of all those comments. So I'm just going to do direct links. I could have done Google Drive links, but that would have involved having to just change just a password and re-uploading all of my files, which would take up so much data. And WinWorld PC is just a lot easier to get you guys to go to. That way I don't have to upload anything. You guys can just download straight from that website. And I mean, it's free anyway. And the majority of my links will be WinWorld PC websites. But no, I will definitely not be putting Google Drive links back on for the majority of them. But some of them obviously will stay that way for some that are not on the WinWorld PC website. So that is why. And now for our final question, which was actually a little bit of a shocking type of question to me that I saw posted in the comments recently. Mr. Stutterman1 back at it again. Second question, he asked, do you bot your views? I just think this is funny. No, I don't bot my views. Now, this is the first time I've ever seen a comment or anything like this, but I mean, it's a waste of time. Why would you bot your views anyway? There's no point. One, you're wasting money, and two, you're not benefiting really any from it at all. If you're view botting or sub botting or botting your likes or anything, you're not benefiting at all, especially when it comes to a like kind of world there where you're botting your likes. I mean, it's like, yeah, you're getting more likes on your videos, but is that engaging fans to still stay to your channel? No. Or not in all cases, but botting views, waste of money. So half of them are scams anyway, and it's just, who would take the time to do it anyway? I mean, there's no further explanation of that. No, I don't bot my views, or subs, or bot my likes, or anything. You can go and try and expose me and prove me wrong, but you'd just be wasting your time. You wouldn't be able to find any evidence that I would be doing it anyway if you would think that, but no, for the final time, I do not bot. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for my third Q&A video. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like on the video and maybe share this video, and maybe some people were curious on some questions maybe that they have about me, and within a couple weeks I will definitely post out another video for you guys to ask me more questions for Q&A number 4. But other than that, leave some comments down below if you have any video ideas for me to do. It doesn't have to be just VirtualBox tutorials. It can be anything you want. Like if you want me to do any more gaming videos or anything like that, please let me know, and I would be happy to do that for you. And don't forget to subscribe. Should be in the right up there. And there will also be a video on there as well if you want to watch one of my recent uploads. So thank you guys for watching this Q&A, and I will see you guys in the next video.